Hey guys, how you doing? It's your friend and favorite realtor, Steve Shane here. Welcome to the Daily Steve, where we cover everything about real estate to help you build your team and build your real estate business bigger, faster, and stronger. Everything we talk about is not theory because we are using it in our business right now to grow bigger, faster, and stronger. All right, here we go. Guys, I'm going to disclose a little bit of honesty today. I'm going to get real with you. I'm going to be honest. And I'm going to talk about a dirty little word that we all have to deal with as leaders in any business that we're in, and that is the big A word, accountability. Accountability is this thing that we all desperately want, right? We all want to be held to a higher standard and have somebody tell us, hey, we believe in your dreams and what you want to accomplish, and we want to help you get there, and set that standard and go for it. We all want that. And we absolutely don't. We don't want to actually do that as well. It's this weird paradigm that we experience as leaders, as people, and it's just an authentic reality. Right now, I'm implementing a lot more accountability with my team, and it's a light accountability. It's light. It's very light. Like we're not tracking aggressively the way we should be, honestly, and we're not. There's not a lot of penalties for not tracking. But the reality is, I'm asking my team to say, hey, what did you do yesterday and what do you want to do today? And to do it on our daily huddle in our public forum. And I can see that they are resistant. We haven't had to do that yet. We haven't done that. And the reason we are adding that to our system right now is because we want to scale. And when I say we, it's me. Like this is the team that I'm building, and it's my vision of what I believe real estate is going to be over the next 36 months, because even that may be too far stretched out to what the idea of what the real estate market's doing. But it's my belief that to win in the near future with real estate, it's going to be around teams. And teams are going to win because our lead sources that we depend on through the internet are going to move more and more into that referral game. They're not concerned about getting money up front because they can make a lot more money on the back end, but they want to work with people and teams and groups that are completely dialed in. And when they send them an opportunity, that opportunity turns into cash. That's why Big Z wants, people on Zillow Flex. That's why Realtor prefers OpCity. And I believe OpCity, the way they work is going to change very soon because they want people who convert at a higher level, that they can control the process more. Well, that means that I need to track just as much as they do. So if that's part of my business plan, those online lead sources, then I need to track as well as they do. Especially when we're talking about bringing new agents and training them. And how do I coach you if I don't know what you're doing, right? If you come to me and be like, well, I'm trying my best, what did you do? Well, I'm not exactly sure. Well, then I have no way to coach you to help you become a better agent. I have no way to help you improve as your leader if we don't have facts to work with. Like, are you running a script? How many calls did you make? How many appointments did you set? When you're on that appointment, what did you say to get that turned into a contract? If we don't have those things dialed in as a team, I have nothing to train you on. Then we're just making it up as we go. And if you want to make it up as you go, you can go be a single agent and do your best that way. But if you're joining our team, you're joining it because you want that training, you want that growth, you want accountability. Because deep down, we all want that accountability, and we don't. So, there's a reason I go to, Starbucks on a regular basis to get my tea, because I'm a tea drinker. I know exactly what I'm going to get. I know exactly the process. I know exactly their standards. I know the price. It's never going to change. It's standard. I am buying their standards. Well, when somebody comes onto your team, they need to buy your standards. They need to be all in on your vision of what their future is within your machine. So the question we're talking about is accountability. Is how do we make accountability something that we get into, that everybody participates in? And I'm learning this. I'm building this as I go, and I'm communicating with you about my vision and my journey. And I realized today that my team probably doesn't share my vision or understand how their dream fits inside our team's vision as well as I need to. I need to communicate that clearer to them, to give them that buy-in that they will want to participate in the accountability. So if you're struggling with accountability, here are some things that you can go ahead and start to implement now. Leaders are repeaters. So that means you need to repeat your vision on a regular basis to the point where they're making fun of you because you say it so often. Leaders are repeaters. So repeat that vision, repeat your value content, repeat what is your unique seller proposal. So everybody on your team is aligned with you and they understand that. And then when you get private time to do one-on-one coaching, figure out how their dream fits inside your vision. Because once you make that connection, then they're all in. And that's something I need to do with my team right now. And I know that, and I'm just being completely honest with you guys right now. Another thing that you can do is once you have them buying into their dream, their goals, their ideas fitting into your vision, now we got to make it fun. Because accountability where you raise your hand and you're like, I did this, and I'm going to do this, that's not fun. Nobody wants to do stuff that's not fun. The only reason we got into real estate is because we like fun, freedom, and we're trying to blow our finances up. So how do we incorporate that in our team? I really recommend some sort of goal game. How do you make it a game? How do you make it a competition? Because again, we want killers on your team. We want people who want to compete. You want people who are hungry to go after and win on all playing fields. So add yourself, some sort of game to track that activity. Maybe it's a week-to-week thing. Maybe it's a 3-day sprint. Maybe it's a weekend thing. Or maybe all month we're going to track these activities. And, we're going to reward the people who did the best in this. Or we're going to reward everybody just for showing up. I don't know how you do it. You have to make that determination on what's important to you. And here is the biggest thing that I'm realizing about accountability. It has to have teeth. And I hate saying that because I don't like being the bad guy. But people buy your standards, and if your team's not buying your standards, they're not on your team. They may be on your team, but they're not on your team. They're not sharing your vision and sharing your dream. Therefore, they're not on your team. So if your accountability does not have teeth and you are not going to make decisions based on the activity, whether they do it or they don't, then you just have a dream for them and they can choose to participate or not. So if there's no consequences for not doing the activities that are your standards and the accountability that you set or they set for themselves, if there's no accountability there, your team's growth is going to be limited. The speed at which you move is going to be limited. And also, for me personally, I'm into this leadership position because I really think that leadership is, it's the smelter of how do you create iron. What I mean by that is when you take a piece of metal and you heat it up over time and you get all those impurities out of it, that's called smelting, right? So if I want to smelt all the impurities of my leadership out, I have to put myself into the fire to grow. And that's why I'm here. I'm trying to be the best version of me as possible through my business. And so my accountability is to them, and it also is my work, like my life work, my Steve work. This is a little bit off base, like a little bit different than what we've talked about before, but this is what running a team is about. This is what running your brokerage is about. And if you're an individual agent and you've made it this far for some reason watching this, because maybe you aspirationally want a team, you have to have accountability in your business as well. This applies everywhere. And step up, set that accountability, ask for support from your family, from your coach, from your people, and then do what you say you're going to do. And that is going to change your life in such dramatic ways, such profound, beautiful ways, because you're going to become the most authentic version of yourself and the version of yourself that is the best version of yourself. So team leaders, here's my challenge for you. Are you really clear about your vision? Are you really clear about how you want your team to operate in your marketplace? And can you put that into words? And can your people repeat it back to you? Because if they can't repeat it back to you, that means that you haven't said it enough. And if you can't say it, if they don't know it, then they can't grow with you. So leaders are repeaters. And once they have the understanding of your vision, now it's your job to figure out how their dream fits inside your vision. And then you give them the fuel, the fire, the tools, which is your leads, your resources, your software, everything you're using, and then you ask them where they want to go. How do you keep them accountable to their dream, which will fit inside your vision, and you will accelerate your business at such a fast pace. Accountability, such a dirty word, but it is the most important thing that we do in our leadership practice. Guys, I'm your friend and favorite real estate agent, Steve Shane here, helping you grow your business bigger, faster, and stronger. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button and the notification so you can catch the Daily Steve every weekday. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you later because I am accountable to you. I'm going to be here tomorrow. Bye-bye.